Next up, we've got Rob Dickie, who's we're lucky to have just got back, but he's been brilliant this season. Rob Dickie, I've got such high praise and such high expectations for him going forward as well. But he's been really good for us. His quality on the ball is good. He's a big un. You know, he's good in the air. When he first came, he wasn't great in the air, but he's worked on that. Me and the gaffer have done a little bit of work with him on heading, and you know, we can just goes to show now it's paid off because he's great in the air. He's got a great physique and you know, athleticism. And I think when he came in, he was sort of thinking of coming in as a centre half, but he's been brilliant at right back, and he's done a great job. And before he got injured, he was a massive player for us and a key member of the squad. And you know, there's not many centre half / right back score hat tricks, and you know, to get himself a hat trick and you know, is a great achievement. I remember when he'd only been here probably a week, and in training he was brilliant. He was very good, and I was speaking to the gaffer, going, "You've got a player here, gaffer. You know, very good." And the gaffer was speaking highly of him, and then you know, one day in training, he scored an amazing goal, and he's like, Stoz shouted, "That boy will play for England," like that. And Stoz is adamant he's going to play for England, so he's got high expectations to live up to, Dickie, for Stoz, anyways. But yeah, he's, like I say, he's got great ability, and his injury was a blow to us. Another iceberg, as the manager says, that we've had to deviate around, and he's always been in contact with the boys, and he's a lone player, but I mean he's gone on camera to say that I feel like a Cheltenham player, not a Reading player, and that speaks volumes about the bloke. You know, he's really embraced his move and his lone move, and his willingness to travel to away games and watch the boys play when he doesn't have to. On a Tuesday night, he was at Eastleigh. You know, he's travelled to a fair few home games on Saturday home games, and he's been to 90% of the games that he's not been able to go to through his injury. He's come and supported the boys and in the change room, wishing us all the best. Afterwards, celebrating with us. You know, same as Dylan Phillips. They've really embraced. They don't feel like lone players. They feel like our players, and they've taken to us, and the boys are really taken to them. And you know, a lot of lone players can come in and sort of not have that desire because they know at the end of their loan they're going back. They're not bothered what happens. They're there just to sort of get what they can out of it and then move on. But every one of the players that have come in on loan have just really taken to what we're trying to achieve here. And you know, the manager wouldn't allow it any other way because he's sent a few people back because they've not, you know, come up to our standard. But the boys who have stayed on for longer term just goes to show that they've come up to our standards and excelled even. And Rob Dickie is one of them. He's really has excelled. He's been a massive member. He's quite a quiet person, but a lovely kid, really grounded and genuine guy you can have a proper conversation with. He's respectful. You know, he's been brought up right. Another good bloke, and you know, he really is great to have in our squad. And I've got so much. I've said it just before. Expectation for him. He can play at the highest level. I'll be very surprised if he's not in the Reading's first team anytime soon. Although we'd like to have him back next season and help us, you know, find out hopefully in the league, because he'll be a great addition if we can get him back. And he's been a real coup for the club. And you know, we missed him when he wasn't here, but now he's come back. You know what an impact he's had. He come back, and the gaffer really got into him at half time. And as a young lad, this was at Guiseley, and a young lad, the manager really got into him, got stuck into him at half time, and he could go one or two ways. He can go under, or he can come out fighting. And then he come out and threw a few beauty punches because he's got that goal. Great header, beat his player straight in the middle of the goal. Powerful header, which he's done a few times this year, and then goes on a amazing run, sets up the Holman goal, which really just put a nail in the game coffin and sealed the points for us, really. So, to come out and have that kind of second half, I mean, I didn't think he had that bad a first half. The manager might think differently, but, he it just shows the character of the guy. He's got men's shoulders, he's got great potential in the game, and yeah, really good player.
Table tennis either.
Yeah, I think he's getting better at that today. He's getting better. He's come back, picked it up, and he's doing okay. I think he's still in the top 3, definitely. But like I say, I don't play the table tennis. He's not very good at darts. So.
That's the main thing.